Hello, my art-loving friends. I am at the beautiful Flaming Gorge Reservoir. I've been here about a week now, and I have seen some amazing sunsets. We get sunsets here that last for hours and hours, so I want to try and paint one. Plus, I see some ripples on the water sometimes that just kind of intrigue me, and I want to try painting that. So we're going to get out the Hahnemuhle 100% cotton sketchbook and see if we can paint some water and sunsets. It's pretty amazing here. Let's see what we come up with. So I chose the picture you're seeing down in the left-hand corner to try and paint. It just had so many pretty colors in it and some dark clouds. I really liked some of the contrast. I'm leaving the dogs, the truck, and the person out of it, however. Well, there's a couple people in there. You can see their heads too, but now I'm flashing up some of the other sunset pictures. The sunsets here last for like 3 hours. So every day in my camera roll, I have way too many pictures of the sunsets here. They are just amazing, whether they are cloudy sunsets, clear sunsets, they're just beautiful. Obviously, I think the cloudy ones are more pretty because there's more things to reflect off of, but they're just amazing. So it's kind of been our tradition since we've been here to take our lawn chairs and sit and watch the sunset pretty much for hours and hours. And then when it finally gets dark, sometimes we start a fire and hang out around there and just enjoy that. So there are some really cool pictures I got of the sunset with the fire in front of it, and oh my, it's so pretty. And the one you're seeing right now is not the best one. I have much nicer ones coming up somewhere. As I mentioned in the intro of the video, I am using the Hahnemuhle 100% cotton sketchbook. This is the A4 size and it's in the portrait format, which is really fun. It's kind of new for me. My old Etcher one is landscape format, so this is fun to have one in portrait format. But I wet the whole sky and I'm just laying in clouds and cloud colors. And some of it dried too fast and I ended up going on it with basically wet paint on dry paper here and there, but was really easy for me to blend it back out, so that's pretty cool. And I can't tell you if this let me think how to say this, like I can't tell you how this compares to Etcher paper or Arches paper or any other 100% cotton bow hung paper, for example. Right now I just don't have enough experience with it yet. I've only done a few paintings in it, and really I think for me to be able to compare them, I would need to do it side by side. So what I can tell you about this paper is that it does not annoy me, and that's very important. Nothing about it annoyed me. And in my opinion, when you go through an entire painting without anything annoying you, then you have a win for sure. Now, one thing that is getting annoying is that my black is pretty much all gone in my Himi Mia set, because that's what I'm using to try and get our Use It Up challenge further along. But yeah, the black's almost gone, and I really depend on that black. This doesn't have a Payne's gray or anything like that, so I do use the black to darken all of my colors. I mix it always with other colors, and I love how it turns out. This black in this set is beautiful, by the way, but it's almost gone. I'm so sad. So I definitely am having to mix like a Prussian blue and a purple way more instead, which is fine. It's very pretty. So you can see here in the painting that I moved the tape up to the mountain because I made that such a thick layer of paint. I did go ahead and put the tape over it so that it wouldn't bleed into the lake too much, even though a reflection in the lake wouldn't be a huge big deal. I didn't have it in my reference photo and I didn't want it in my painting. So I'm laying in those beautiful bright oranges, those really light blues, and the light color of the blue in the lake was actually surprisingly light. If you guys don't know the hole punch trick where you punch a hole in your paper and kind of hold it up to your reference photo to see exactly how light or dark it is, it was surprising how light the water actually still was in this picture. And you can also do that if you're painting from life by putting your finger and thumb together and making a little peephole to look through, and you can actually see the color of the thing you're actually trying to paint. It's so helpful. I can't even tell you guys how useful it is. And at this point, my water was just looking a little boring, so you can see I'm putting in some of the ripples and trying to make that big orange blob on the left is kind of, oh, it got a little bright. And then I add in the yellows to try and balance that. Even though there wasn't really yellow in my waters in my reference photo, that made no sense, but you know what I mean. I added it because that is my artistic license and I'm taking full advantage of it. Okay, I'm having to open a vent fan because the old computer I'm using is trying to overheat and have a heart attack. I've told you about this one trying to break, and that's why I replaced it, but yeah, it's a mess. So I am moving on to this one I have on my phone. It's some water ripples. I really want to try that reflection of the ground water ripples in the 3 different colors, the ground, the dark blue, and the light blue. And I wanted to really see if I could do that in my painting. The problem was I had a lot of people around, and of course they're like, you need to come out and watch the sunset, or you need to come do this. So I'm afraid I rushed this one a little bit. So the land in the foreground is it's just subpar. That's all I can say. It's really under subpar. It's not great at all. But I threw in some land, I threw in some background, and there are parts of this that I'm really happy with, and I'm glad that I did try this, but I need to try it again when I can really just have some quiet time and concentrate on it. I think that the waves like that, the ripples, are really, really neat, and it would be fun to explore that a little bit more. Okay, this old computer is it's giving me all kinds of fits. So in order to make this rest of this video go smoothly, I'm just going to let you watch it without a voiceover, and I will be back with you at the end. I think that will be the safest thing because, yes, the hardware on this computer is breaking down. I'm not going to be able to travel with this one much longer. Darn it all. I was hoping to get away with it, but it kind of increases my editing time by like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times longer than it needs to be because it keeps breaking. Oh, big sigh. But anyway, enjoy the painting. I'll be back with you in a minute. And I'm calling it finished for now. Too many interruptions, but now we get to peel the tape off. Only 3 sides, basically in the middle, because I'm still working on that left side. That was some fruit and veggies we did in my college class that I haven't finished, so I want to keep the tape on that. Setting up a good thumbnail here, I think, maybe. And here are them up close. Here are them. Here are they. Here they are up close and personal. A little bit zoomed in so you can see what they look like. I really like the sunset one. I think that turned out really pretty. At some point I will do a comparison between this paper and other cotton papers. Until then, just keep watching. Alright, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are having fun in the end of your summer. I guess it's kind of the beginning of fall already for some people. They're in school already, all kinds of crazy stuff. But I have 5 more days here at the lake. I am loving every minute of it. But it does mean that you guys will not have a Tuesday video. So you'll have today's video, and then I'll see you again in 1 week. Alright, have fun. Bye for now. Oh, I also forgot to bring puppy footage with me, but I think I might have caught some while I'm here. I'll look on my phone and see if I have any on my phone, and maybe I can throw one in for you. They're kind of older than you've been seeing. I have 5 more days here at the lake, and I'm loving every minute of it. I have 5 more days here at the lake. I'm loving every minute. Oh my goodness, I can't say that.